We got about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
We got about 8 minutes left. So if you can go ahead and wrap it up, I'll move on to somebody else real quick. But thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. What I was just thinking is, if we were maybe strategically thinking that running ahead with trying to investigate it might be the best answer because it provides us with more evidence to back up the answers for those who are lagging behind. And maybe that way, at some point, it reaches this critical mass that could sway it to make the other points so ludicrous. Whereas now we're trying to investigate it, but we don't have the answers. And I think as we have more answers, maybe that becomes more of a viable attempt. Strategically speaking, maybe we shouldn't focus as much time arguing with them and run ahead with it and collect as much data as we can.
Yeah, and I think if the lecture actually gets posted, you'll like the way it ends. So
yeah, brilliant. But thanks very much for having me. Great show, guys.
Thanks very much. Okay.
Bye.
Try to talk to...
Let's go to John here in Austin.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing, John?
Yeah, let me turn you guys down.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, you know, I feel like my point of view is never expressed so many times in the world today. I like your show. I thought I'd call you today. I feel like I'm stuck in the middle of so many of these discussions, and you know, like this whole thing about this creationism versus evolution. I hate to bash the first 30 minutes of your show, but I'm so sick of that argument, man.
Me too.
But yeah, we are. But you know, there's people who just keep wanting to rub our noses in it. What can you do? You know,
as long as people are asserting that they have good reason for their claims when they really don't.
And it is a problem, remember, because you know there are people out there trying to influence school curriculums one way or the other, and it's leading to political nonsense. And it'd be nice if it all went away.
I have a lot of problems with. Recently, I heard some stuff that was they're trying to write history, and the conservatives. You know, I'm not a conservative. But I have a lot of issues with those with the people who want to mess with the school systems, and I agree with you guys on a lot politically. I agree with atheism in a lot of ways. I think our government should remain secular, and I think it was designed that way. And so there's a lot of things we agree on. I just anytime you guys start talking about the Bible, you're guilty. To me, you're guilty of the same thing, and I think you're doing this on purpose. And I don't want to say anybody's being disingenuous here, but it seems like you purposefully like to keep the argument on a very literal basis. The Bible is only meant to be taken literally. Like the guy who called and said he couldn't be a Christian, he was a earth worshiper because Adam only had 2 sons, and 2 sons couldn't create grandchildren. It's a myth, man. It's a story about a story. It's not meant to be taken. It has value, and it's not meant to be taken as historical fact.
Okay, I understand that there are tons and tons and tons of Christians who hold that position. I don't tell anybody what their position is. I ask them what it is and address it. The problem is that the Christians who look at Genesis and say, "Oh, it's a myth, and I accept evolution." Okay.
Yeah, we're fine. Right.
I don't know by what basis they still believe.
Well, I'll tell you what we believe. We believe that there might be some value. We might be evolving into something higher than what we are right now, more purposeful.
That is an absurd notion.
Purposefulness.
That is
like the universe may have no purpose. Do you love anybody? Do you care about things? Do you care that the ocean is being destroyed by the
John, are you going to let us answer any of these?
Right, that is a purpose.
John,
there's lots
he
of
probably
purpose.
Can't hear us.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
John, that's an absurd notion. The notion that we are evolving towards something. Evolution is a blind process with no goal.
I don't agree with that.
I'm sorry.
I feel that the purpose is, like I said, I was talking about the purposelessness. Why does it have to be this grand, great purpose of the universe? Why can't we find purpose amongst ourselves?
But see, I
think we do.
Yeah, but you're talking. What you're talking about there, John. John,
you're agreeing with us.
Yeah, what you're talking about there, that's not evolution you're talking about there. That's more of that's not biological evolution. That's not the mechanical process of evolution.
Right, yeah.
You're talking about more...
I am going beyond.
Yeah.
I get tired of only talking about biological evolution. I believe we're evolving spiritually.
But you're talking more about a cultural thing there.
But when you say you believe we're evolving spiritually, I have no clue what the hell that means.
Yeah.
That means that we're getting better. This was even addressed earlier in the show, that Christians think we're going to hell in a handbasket. I think the world's getting better. I think we're becoming more intelligent, more compassionate. We're starting to see connections. And I believe, this is another thing I believe that belief has power. And that's been demonstrated scientifically in the hard sciences. That's why they figure in the placebo effect whenever they do studies on drugs. Believing that something is going to be better makes things better in many cases.
It makes a perception of them better. It doesn't actually make them better. It doesn't make sugar pills actually work.
No, it does. The symptoms go away sometimes.
It doesn't change the fact that there's still sugar pills that aren't actually doing anything. It changes the individual's perception. Beliefs. John.
The placebo effect is proven, man.
John, the placebo effect, I agree, is proven. It works. But
I don't understand where we're disagreeing.
Because, if you let me finish, the placebo effect is an effect. It works on your brain. It doesn't change the sugar pills into something that actually physically do something.
I didn't say they did. I didn't say that
you did.
Well, you were kind of
sugar pills.
Yeah. But in any case, I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. I guess anything. We've got like a minute left, and you've agreed with us on everything.
No, I don't agree. If you think someone taking a pill, I don't care if it's a pill made out of bullshit. If it makes them feel better, it makes them feel better.
I agree. That's a tautology. If it makes them feel better, it makes them feel better. But it doesn't change what the pill is doing.
Yeah, it's not turning the
pill
into
medicine. Pill into something that works. And I'm out of time. I'm out of time, but if you hang on, we'll get to you after the show. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back again next week, and I'm not sure if it's at the normal time or the later time. And we'll be at Threadgill's around 6 o'clock, 301 West Riverside Drive. Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks to all the people who Facebooked me during the show. I kept feeling my phone buzzing all the time. So keep it going, right? More so.